Hey everybody, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is you happen to be catching this video. If it's live, it's afternoon, but a little late today. Sorry getting to the news this afternoon. It's been a crazy Monday. Lots of things going on in my office and helping a bunch of other people trying to get some things done. So good times had by all. So got a good bit of news to get to. I want to try to make sure I get all of this out so I don't miss anything. Starting off with, we want to welcome our newest Tyngsborough police officer who was just sworn in this morning, Mr. Jacob Ahern, Officer Jacob Ahern. He was sworn in this morning by Joanne Schiffers, our town clerk, and the Tyngsborough Police Department is very happy to have him on. So happy, in fact, that he went out on his first shift immediately after he was sworn in. So very cool. Nice to get sworn in and go right out to work. So congratulations to him, and we wish him the best and all the safety that can be afforded to any of our public servants, public officials who put themselves in harm's way for us so that we can live in a peaceful society. So that's my little thing. But anyways, so there's a few things going on. First of all is town elections. So I want to just kind of make sure you guys know about this if you don't already. We have an election coming up in May. The time to pull papers has ended. However, there are still a number of papers out from what I understand who have not come back yet. You have till tomorrow to get those papers back. If you happen to be in earshot of this, grab your papers and get them in, because if you don't get them in by tomorrow, then you won't be able to run for election, re-election, what have you. So definitely get those papers in with your 50 signatures. There's definitely a lot of seats up, so it's going to be interesting to watch the elections go round on this turn on May 14th. I believe is the day. So you'll be able to go out and vote at the usual locations, the elementary school and at the middle school, depending on which location is your polling place. But definitely mark your calendars for that one. Get ready. It's going to be a good one. Also, coming up on April 6th is the health fair. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on around this. So there's an e-recycle event that's happening, being put on by the Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts. I'm actually going to have them on this coming Wednesday, 2 days from now, to talk about the specifics of the event. I haven't been able to get a whole lot of details otherwise, unfortunately, but they're going to come in Wednesday, give us some information on what the event entails, what they're going to be taking, and all that fun stuff. But it will be happening at Tyngsborough Elementary School, where the health fair is going to be happening, I believe around the same time, I would imagine. And the health fair is going from 9 to 1 on the 6th of April. So this is going to be a really cool event. There's lots of interesting vendors and people talking about various health-related issues, all kinds of stuff. The Tyngsborough Fire Department and Police Department, canine units, they will be there doing demonstrations and all that cool stuff. And also, I was just reminded that the Best Friends grand opening celebration will also be happening from 10 to 4. So definitely stop in and check that out. If you haven't seen the video already that we posted, that was it's a beautiful building. Wow, I'm actually really impressed. I want to go stay there myself. They've got suites and all kinds of cool stuff. But check out the video that we did. We did a nice tour of the whole location, and they are now officially open. So if you are a user of Best Friends, you can go over to the new location and start using the new facility. So very, very nice facility. Thank you, Julie, for reminding me. So that's happening. And then also the rain barrel pickup is happening on the 6th of April as well over at the health fair. So there's definitely a few different events. If you've ordered a rain barrel from the greatamericanrainbarrel.com through the town's discounted program, then you can pick up your rain barrel that day. If you have a small car, plan ahead. If you got more than one of these rain barrels, I think one you can kind of squeeze in. I had a small Civic that you can easily fit one in the back seat. But if you got more than one of these things, definitely plan ahead and bring a trailer or some type of a van or something, pickup truck, whatever the case may be, whatever you've got available, because you'll need it, because they're larger than you think. They're definitely pretty big. So all those things are happening on April 6th. So you've got the e-recycle, you've got the rain barrel pickup, and then obviously you've got the health fair. Stay tuned to the billboard over on Route 3. You're going to see some advertisements for the health fair as well. We just finished putting it together this morning. That was one of the things that was I had to do this morning. But yeah, we put together a little ad just to go up on the billboard there, so you'll see the date and the location and all that fun stuff. But it'd be pretty cool to see it, 50 feet up in the air and like 50 feet wide or whatever. So kind of neat. I've never actually had anything up on a billboard before, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, stay tuned to that billboard for that. But anyways, April 6th is the health fair with all those things going on. And then obviously the Best Friends grand opening is happening that day as well. And then also on the 6th of April is the Winslow School reunion. So if you are a former alumni of the Winslow School, that would be a good time, or that'd be the day to go out and hang out and meet former classmates maybe, or anybody who's gone there. Bring pictures. They want to see all the photographs that they can get of people that have gone to the Winslow School. I'm working on getting the approval to go through the building, and we'll do a video tour of the inside of the building, because they're not able to let anybody in because of the condition of the building and safety issues, obviously, things of that nature. So I'm going to hopefully do a walkthrough of the building so you can actually see it inside. It's really kind of cool looking, actually, after sitting all these years. I think about 20-ish years it sat for. It's kind of neat to see it, just the paint peeling and stuff. It's it's cool. It's a cool old building with a lot of neat texture, and there's still like things on the walls from when the kids were there and stuff. So it's pretty cool. So that's also happening on April 6th. Let's see, I mentioned elections. We had a few new firefighters that also were sworn in a couple weeks ago. I'm going to be posting that shortly on Facebook and Twitter. I'm just waiting for proper spellings and pronunciations of their names so I can get it right. But we had 3 new guys on the fire department as well, so that's really cool. I forgot to mention those guys, sorry. Also, Memorial Day, the parade is coming up very soon on Memorial Day, of course, and they're having the bike and wagon contest. So if you're interested in getting your kids in on that, they decorate wagons and bicycles, and they have before the parade, everybody gets together at the Old Town Hall, and they decorate their stuff up, and then you can march in the parade, and it's always a lot of fun. There's a lot of people, some cool cars, the National Guard brings down some vehicles and stuff, and obviously the police and the fire trucks and all those cool things too. So it's a really nice little parade, and it runs usually from I believe it's the same route, but from Old Town Hall down the boulevard over to the American Legion. Down next to Tyngsborough Country Club. So nice event, and they usually have there'll be some speeches after, and they usually have some food and stuff as well for people, ice cream and hot dogs and things like that. So really cool, good day, and I'll be there taking pictures. Actually, I'll have a couple of us there. We'll be taking pictures and having some fun with that too. So definitely come out if you can. Hopefully the weather is good. If it's anything like right now, it's going to be a great day because it's beautiful outside right now. If you haven't been out, get out there. It's really nice. Sun's still shining, and it's a gorgeous day, that's for sure. Also coming up is there's a few events from the rec department. So she has Allison Page has the Field Day ×5 is coming up. They're looking for coach volunteers and also just regular volunteers for that. And that runs the beginning of July to August, beginning of August. I think it's July 11th to August 8th. And then August 25th is the block party again. So that's going to be an awesome event. Definitely mark your calendars for that one. That's a really, really fun event. We have a bunch of music and food trucks and games and all kinds of cool stuff. That's fun. Also, Allison is looking for volunteers for that if you are available. So definitely let her know if you are available. Getting back on Memorial Day really quickly, the Town Beach will be open on Memorial Day, so get your passes. If you're interested in using the beach, it's a really, really nice little beach. It's kind of a hidden little gem, at least in my opinion anyways. I don't know how many of you out there know about it, but we do have a town beach over on Lake Muskopic, and it's really nice. It's all sanded, and there's park benches there, so you can sit and picnic tables, so you can sit and have lunch, picnics, whatever you want. There's some other games and stuff, some little jungle gyms for the kids. There's a bathroom there, which is nice, porta potty, and a bunch of parking. You do have to have a pass, though, so come down to Town Hall. The passes are free, but just come down to Town Hall, sign up, and you can get your free pass, and then you have your hang tag, and that's what hangs on your mirror. If you don't have that pass, by the way, you can actually get towed. So just obviously you don't want to get towed. The pass is free, so just come down and grab a pass, and you can make use of the town beach. It's a really, really nice resource that this town has. So definitely take use of that. But that will be open on Memorial Day. And then one other note from the rec department is that the fields, all the ball fields, soccer fields, etc., are all still closed because of all the water, the mud, and the moisture in the ground. They're just unusable at this point. They're still too wet. So they're hoping by the end of the week maybe that they'll be dried out enough so that they can start being used. But depending on what happens with the weather, I'll show you the weather in a little bit. But depending on what happens with that, then that's going to obviously dictate if they can open up sooner rather than later. So just keep that in mind if you are an avid field user and use the baseball fields, or any of those baseball, soccer fields, or whatever. They are closed at this point. So just I guess take that advice and don't use them. You're going to end up getting all muddy anyways. It's not too fun to get stuck in a foot of mud. Fast habit is not too much fun. No fun at all. So that's the basic news. Then we've got I think I mentioned that Shady Glade and Sherburne Nature Center, the trails have all been remarked. Long Pond Trail is actually in process of being remarked as well. I was out with Selectman Cohen and his wife last week, and he was building bridges over some of the brooks, which came out really nice. And they've been cutting and marking getting ready to mark new sets, a new trail out there. There are some trails that you can walk already there, but they're just not marked, so you could get lost. They kind of meander around a bit. So once they're marked, they'll be a lot more easily navigable. So definitely a really nice property, though. We have a lot of really nice hiking properties here in town. But yeah, Shady Glade and Sherburne are done. Long Pond is right behind it. They're even opening up for some ADA access for a portion of it. So it's going to be a really, really nice trail. There's also, I did a quick video out there with Ron and Diana. You can check that out. That's on our Facebook page. So if you want to watch that, it's a good one. Also, all right, I'm going to bring you over to my computer now. There we go. And starting right on the homepage, you can see the banner right on the top. The photo contest is about to begin. April 1st is when the photo contest begins. The town photo contests have been running. This is the 6th annual for this photo contest. Very excited. We've had just an exponential growth in numbers for people that enter the contest and submit photos. It's been really cool. We get to see a lot of really nice shots of town that otherwise you wouldn't see, quite honestly. And just some of them are just fantastic timing. I mean, the one that won last year, the likes contest, was that really amazing picture of the bridge, Tyngsborough Bridge with the red-orange sunset behind it. Beautiful, just amazing. So anyways, April 1st, get your photos ready if you want to join the contest. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited to see what this year's contest brings. It's going to be some really, really cool shots, I'm sure. So moving on to the calendar. I'm going to bring you right over to the calendar. There are a few meetings happening this week. Tonight you've got a selectman meeting, and there's a Board of Health meeting also. And there is a Finance Committee meeting also happening tonight on Monday. Mondays are usually fairly busy anyways. But yeah, you've got those three happening tonight. Tomorrow night, you've got a Conservation Commission and a Historical Commission meeting. And then Wednesday, you've got a Sewer Commission meeting. Master Plan, that was canceled. And then Thursday is a First Parish Meeting House weekly progress meeting. That's not a public meeting. It's just over at the building. They've been doing, if you don't know, they've been doing construction at First Parish Meeting House. So that's happening. That's going on actively, and they have meetings weekly to basically keep everybody up to speed what's going on and check in with the contractors and so on. And there's also a sewer commission meeting that night as well on Thursday night. Otherwise, there's nothing else on Friday as usual, and then Saturday. However, if you are watching on Friday, or if you're interested in watching something on Friday, we do the Friday wrap-up. I'll have the chief on again this Friday. He's back from his vacation, so he'll be back here to talk about all kinds of public safety stuff. I got some really good questions for him actually this week. If you guys ever have any questions, feel free to leave those in the comment section or send them in an email or whatever, what have you. But I've got some good stuff I want to talk to him about with distracted driving and a few other things that are going on in town. So that should be a really good conversation. And don't forget, too, I didn't mention it at the beginning, but obviously you can watch this show a whole bunch of different places: Facebook, YouTube, TyngsboroughMA.gov on our live video on demand and streaming service, and at Comcast 8 and Verizon 29 here in town. So, but if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, you guys can always feel free to chat, join in the conversation. If you have anything to say or ask a question or whatever the case may be, feel free to jump in anytime, and I'll do the best I can to get to it. All right, so moving back over to my calendar, my computer here. I wanted to go to the library's webpage because there's some really cool stuff coming up at the library. First of all, I want to mention this, the Merrimack River Slam Cup that's coming up. It's a youth poetry slam. You can sign up to enter the poetry slam. I don't know the exact ages on this. But yeah, all the information's on the website. You can check it out. But this is going to be a really fun event. I've been working. This is Sue Arthur's putting this together. She's our library director. I'm helping her with a little bit of the setup here in the community room for it. It's going to be a lot of fun, though. It's going to be a really cool event. And we're working on kind of a spin-off event from this that I'll once I have some more details, I'll give you some of those later. But it's going to be really cool. We're going to try to do something really fun for you guys that I think the whole community is going to enjoy and probably, hopefully, want to partake in, too. So very cool stuff coming up there. Let's see, moving over to the library calendar. I can't see the screen. I'm trying to look down at a screen that's down on my left behind my mic arm here. It's kind of tough to navigate some of this stuff. There we go. Come on, calendar. Nope, of course the website's going to be, or the internet's going to be slow. There we go. All right. So today is Writers Group, tomorrow Tech Advice. By the way, I want to mention this, the Tech Advice event. If you have questions, issues with your computer or your cell phones or whatever, Joe Delgadio comes and hangs out and basically just waits on folks to ask him questions if they have an issue trying to figure something out. Whatever the tech may be, he'll sit there with you and help you figure it out and navigate the device so that you can do whatever it is you want it to do. So definitely keep an eye out for those. If you ever have any like interesting, odd, weird technical things, definitely let him know. And on a side note too, from that, I'm always here too. So if you have camera issues, I tend to work more on the camera, video camera stuff. If you have issues with that, microphones, you're filming something and you want some advice on that, I'm happy to sit and help anybody, or answer your questions, or just kind of have somebody to brainstorm with on ideas. If you want to film something, take pictures of something, whatever the case may be, kind of geek out on technology. I love camera technology and video camera technology. I love that stuff, microphones and all that fun stuff, sound systems and whatever. It's definitely one of my more favorite things to talk about. So if you ever need somebody just to kind of throw some ideas at and see what sticks, I'll be happy to be the guy that you can try to stick it to. If that makes sense, throw some ideas at me. So feel free to hit me up. Also, let's see, this week back on the library calendar, you've got AARP tax prep happening on Wednesday. So tax time, obviously people are getting their taxes done or need help with taxes. These guys are really helpful, by the way. You can sign up for this program, come in, they basically do your taxes for you. While you sit there, they ask you questions and stuff, and they pretty much do it. It's like having TurboTax, but with an actual person. It's kind of nice. And then I don't know if this is how to make great photographs. I think this is Nick Pasquale's class. Pretty sure anyways. But yeah, there's another photography class. He's been doing a recurring series on photography. I apologize, I haven't had time to really go through this calendar as well as I normally would, because it's been kind of a crazy day. But so I think that's his class doing the photos, and then also tech advice again on Wednesday, and then story time 3 to 5 on Thursday, and a library trustees meeting. Incidentally, that's one of the seats that's up this election time. So library trustees is a nice way to give back. Actually, they do a lot of really good work. Same thing with the Friends of the Tyngsborough Public Library. They do a lot of really, really good work. So if you wanted to give some time to one of the organizations here in town, that's definitely one that I'd keep on my list anyways. And then Saturday is this, I'm not sure what this is, Sail Away on Craft of Pastel Painting. Sounds like fun. If you like to paint, it might be a lot of fun. There you go. I'm not much of a painter. I can't draw. I can't paint. I can make videos. I can talk. I can do all those fun things. I can do some stuff, but that's the painting and drawing. I'm just not an artist. Never been one. Never was good at it. But that said, don't let that stop you from coming and enjoying that. That might be actually a really fun class, and I'm assuming that's registration required. So call in advance if you want to register for that class. That's definitely sounds like a really cool little event. And then let's see. I'm going to move over to the calendar. I see just lots of sun. I don't know about you guys. I'm going to ignore that Friday chance of showers thing over there. I see lots of sun. Low to mid to upper 40s, and even in the 50s. It looks like, wow, 61 on Friday maybe. I'm liking these weather forecasts. Last week, Friday's forecast was good too, so I'm digging all these forecasts. I'm happy with this. I can definitely get behind these forecasts. So, hooray! Maybe spring's finally here. It's finally going to stick around for a little while. I'm happy about that. All right. So, just quickly too, I want to go back to the photo contest. So, like I said, oops. There we go. I guess I had the wrong screen up. Photo contest is about to start April 1st. If you are a photographer, whether you're a professional, a non-professional, having a nice camera, or just use your cell phone, I've seen them all come through. Quite honestly, some of the best photos aren't even done on high-end cameras, to be completely honest with you about that. They have some, I've seen some really great photos come in that I'm near positive came off of a cell phone. Take some shots, anything here in town. People, places, or things in Tyngsborough. Always happy to see them. We've had some amazing, knockout photographs. I can't even believe this thing just came through my email type photographs. This is unbelievable how great it is. Definitely join the contest. A lot of fun. Like I said, I've had huge growth in this contest since I started. This is the 6th annual now. So we've been doing this for 3 years, twice a year, a spring and a fall. Just tons and tons of really cool photos. And then the cool thing is we hold them after. So by entering the contest, you give us right to use them for town stuff. And they end up getting put on town literature. So some like the annual report they've been using these photos for, and a number of other different documents here in town where they want to dress them up and put photographs and things like that. So they stick around. They definitely have staying power. There's a lot of really, really nice photos that come through. And like I say, you get to see them after the fact too. They get used and all kinds of different documentation. So it's cool knowing that your photo gets to be used on like a, town report or annual reports or the town meeting booklets, all that cool stuff. And we will. I'm going to take this year's contest photos, this season's contest photos, and we'll have them playing on the projector screens before the town meeting coming up in May. So you'll get to see those. I'll just kind of running through in a series on the big screens at town meetings. So very cool stuff. Definitely join the contest. If you're not a photographer, that's okay. You can always just go look at the photos. All of the photos will be posted to Facebook when the submission period ends, and people will have 2 weeks to vote on all the photos. And the one with the most likes wins that part of the contest. There's 2 ways to win. The one with the most likes will win the likes portion. And then of the remaining photographs, then I'll go through and pick my favorite, and that becomes the Director's Choice Award. I'll tell you right now, that's a tough one to pick, because I've had times where there's been multiple photos where I'm like, wow, I don't know how to. I honestly have had a really, really tough time. I even go around town hall like, which one do you guys like better? Because there's so many good ones. Even just narrowing it down to 3 or 4 is difficult sometimes. So there's a lot of really good photos. So definitely join the contest. Starts April 1st. I'm excited to see what you guys have to send me this year. And it's going to be really cool. It's going to be a fun contest. So let's see. All that said, did I get to everything? Let me just make sure really quickly before I let you guys go. Yeah, so don't forget the health fair, April 6th, and Rainbow Pickup and e-recycle on the same day, and the Winslow School reunion, also April 6th. And the fields, probably one of the bigger ones, is the fields are closed on at least for the week. All the ball fields, soccer, baseball, all that stuff, they're all closed because they're still too wet. Unfortunately, we've had so much water and rain and melt from all the snow pack that we had. They're all still soggy, so don't try to use them yet. They are a mess. I was just out there not long ago, actually, and they're definitely mucky. Not fun to be hanging out in. So, all right, folks, I think that's all I got. I'm going to stop rambling now. I'll show you the weather one more time. There you go. Beautiful sun. We're going to ignore Friday. I'll pretend that's not there. The end of Friday anyways, Friday night. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. Okay, looks beautiful. All right, guys. Have a good day. I hope you enjoy all these broadcasts. Having a lot of fun putting these together. It's kind of funny. This has been dubbed Steve TV. It's not supposed to be like that. I want the community to produce more of these programs. That said, I'm happy to do the news and the Friday wrap-up and all that stuff. It's always a lot of fun. I love talking to these guys and meeting new people, talking to people, learning new things. We had a great interview this past Friday with Dave Robson, our animal control officer, who's currently going through the academy. He does a lot of work here in town. I saw Dave Leo jumped in. He's he's Chelmsford Canine, but cool guy, fun to talk to. If he's still listening, then I'm going to have him on again soon too, to do some demos with the canine. Always a lot of fun to talk to all these people though. And then don't forget, next Friday is this Friday coming is Chief Howe will be in again talking about some public safety stuff. If you have any questions too, sbrogan@tyngsboroughma.gov, send them in. I'm happy to get questions answered or bring them up on shows. You can also send us messages through Facebook as well if you have anything to ask. I've even got people asking me to mentor their kids for that are interested in film and stuff. So always happy to do all that stuff. Ideally, though, because this is PEG Access and it's a community thing, I want to get you guys to produce some stuff. So it doesn't mean you have to make a hour-long documentary about the life cycle of ants, though that would be interesting. But anything you guys want to talk about. If you want to talk about town events, or you want to talk about the Boy Scouts or the Girl Scouts or the whatever the case may be, send me an email. Happy to facilitate putting together some type of program. Or if you just want to borrow a camera and take it out and go take pictures for the photo contest or some other type of thing like that, let me know. Drop me a line, sbrogan@tyngsboroughma.gov. Again, you can send one through Facebook as well. I'm always happy to help though, and this is a community resource. I want you guys to really step up and produce some stuff. Once we have this new studio that we're working on now, I've got a meeting tomorrow actually with the architect on Tuesday. Once that's up and running, this is going to be your building to come in, produce content, hang out, talk shop with other people that are content producers, or be part of the content, whatever the case may be, whether you're producing it or you're part of it or you're behind the camera, whatever that case may be. If you're interested in all this film and media and TV stuff, social media included, then this will be the place to be, because we're definitely working hard to make this as user-friendly and as easy as possible for people to come in and and produce some stuff. So produce some content. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. Honestly, this is the best job I've ever had. I really enjoy my job. It's a lot of fun to do. And like I said, I get to meet a lot of really cool people. I've yet to meet everybody I've met here in town is fantastic. I mean, quite honestly, there's a lot of really nice people here in town. Everybody's always really friendly and stuff, so that's cool. It just makes it nice to work in a community like this. So I appreciate all you guys watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe on all of our social media stuff, whether it's Facebook or YouTube. That helps us get around all the algorithms and helps it keep it in your feed so that you see this stuff. And it shares it with your friends and neighbors as well. So if they live in town or if they live outside of town, they get to see this content and at least get some good info on what's going on in their back door, or rather, in their backyard, in the community that they live in. So yeah, very cool stuff. All right, guys, thanks again for watching. I hope you all have a great rest of the week. I will see you on Wednesday with that interview with the Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts about the e-recycle event and all the specifics of that. And that said, guys, have a good one. I'll see you Wednesday. And yeah, bye, everybody.